All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is. It is a Tuesday. It is a Tuesday. Oh, God. You know what I didn't do over the weekend? Try to unload all my medical supplies. Ah, crap. Well, I bet that's what we're going to do today. Hey, Dragnos. Hey, Wouter. Hey, Ken. Zenith. Hey, Charmed. Howdy, Malefus. And Mal, why, oh why, the refinery? You've got some raw ore ready to go? I apologize for not being here yesterday. I made the grave mistake of visiting my mother on Mother's Day. And, oh, she's a heavy smoker. Heavy smoker. And, dude, like, even being near a cigarette kills me. Like, the next day, like, my throat is all closed up and sore. I can't really talk that well. In fact, it's still a little bit sore. I don't know if you can hear it or not. But, yeah, no, it kills me. So, like, if we're ever hanging out and someone lights up a cigarette and you hear me go, I can take it, in this little, like, Dickensian pauper child's voice, just know that I can't and tell me to go away until the cigarette smoke is over. 3! Oh, I'm never gonna sell all this in time. Oh, I'm never gonna sell all this. Never gonna sell all of this. This is gonna take forever. Yeah, curious. Like, you know, it was kind of sad to watch because she was like nursing this baby turkey chick that she didn't think was going to make it through the weekend, and she's being all, you know, loving and whatnot, but she also had a cigarette. But I'm just thinking, man, oh man, what does a cigarette do to the lungs of a baby turkey that's already having issues? Hey, Jason. Yeah, Dragnos, I don't get that. You know, that's the thing, too. Like, my mom has an oxygen tank. Like, she doesn't lug it around. She just has one. And I wonder if she smokes near it or not. I mean, Wouter, yes, they'll be releasing some more ships too, but there's not a whole lot of major gameplay difference that I know of. So only come back if you feel like. Yeah, Arcturius, I remember that. I remember always having to sit in the smoking section of anywhere we went. The house was always filled with smoke. Yeah, I remember.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity.
Hey, Luna. Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I was sick. My throat's still a little messed up. I went to go visit my mom on Sunday, and she's a heavy smoker. And every time I see her, I pay for it. Yesterday, I was in bed just hacking away. Sore throat and whatnot. It's still there. Oh, yeah, Shaggy. I mean, like, the thing is, though, smoking is addictive. Smoking is very addictive. And with addiction, really any addiction, you'd be amazed at how much you prioritize it over other things. Other things sometimes being your, well-being. I mean, shoot, take someone's phone away for about 3 hours and see how they do. That's just a phone, you know? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, you know, this might not, guys, I might lose 10 million today. Just, you know. I might lose. I have an idea. I wonder if I can sell for cost. Yeah. We're gonna try something. Akala, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I've come here a million times while hauling, but the second I try to trade, yeah, see, it already went through. It was just slow. I'm gonna try unloading at the Pyro Gateway. See what happens. Said if I did, and I did it Friday. And I told myself over the weekend I was going to unload this stuff. And you want to guess what I didn't do? So now I have like 130 times 32 SCU of medical supplies to unload. And I got to do it before the patch drops. Which I have an idea on how to do it, but it's going to require friends. Hey, biker. Or I could be very silly. Try to sell them in Pyro. That would be very silly. Like, I'm basically just trying to break even at this point. Wilder, that's actually where I'm coming from. At Magnus is where I just sold 3 boxes. And Death, I'd like to think I do. Yeah, no, Luna, the same. Like, everyone in my family growing up was a heavy smoker. And it caused me a lot of problems. And I begged my mom to quit. She never did. And now, like, visiting her is literally bad for me because every time I go, it kills me. But I figured I would try to be a good son, especially since I haven't talked to her in 3 years with no explanation. But I'd be nice for Mother's Day and all. And visit. Mabutu, I am trying to unload a whole sea full of medical supplies. Yeah, Wilder. I mean, it's a whole sea full of medical. It's literally the most expensive trade run you can do right now. I've got about 10 million tied up in it. But the thing is, if you sell it at Magnus, you make 3 million profit. So everybody tries to unload there. And CIG never really got around to fixing it. And Biker, I just might take you up on that. I'm gonna see what I can do here to unload. And fish, it's coming. It's gotta cook. It's gotta cook. You don't wanna burn it. It's gotta be a slow cook. Yeah, Mabutu, but can I get a whole sea in the end game? That's the problem. I think the best place that I could sell it at is gonna be either, oh, what do you call that? Stanton Gateway. Either that or maybe Obituary or Ruin Station. I don't know what their cap is. Maybe we can find out. Oh yeah, no, Luna, I feel that. I like breathable air. God, do I like breathable air. Let's see. Yeah, Magnus only buys a maximum of 5,900. I guarantee you they are about full up, though. Obituary only does about 1,000. Ruin about 902. Stanton Gateway might have us, though. So we're going to see what we can unload here. And then go be massive pirate bait. I mean, Rhino, go for it. I ain't at your house. Yeah, I see Mabutu. I can't unload there, though. I'm in a whole sea. They gotta have a freight deck, freight elevator, freight zone. And I bet they don't buy you too many of them either. So I'm gonna try to sell here, then go sell at the Stanton Gateway. Then maybe swing through either Magnus or Ruin. Yeah, Mal, they could have given it a, I don't know, an economy it can actually function in. Like, really, the whole sea is only participating in a whole sea commodity economy. It's not like anybody else is, you know, picking up these things at these prices. So they could, I don't know, up it. Mabutu, how much does Pyro take?
Approved to dock. Shields on.
I didn't realize that was going to be right above me. Crap. Hey, Cankles. Well, we're going to try to offload here because I feel like going through that gate is going to be a great way to get shot. And I don't mind getting shot. But I'd like to avoid it. Charmed, I do not. I would love to have the money to go to various theme parks and review them. I actually ran into a guy once at a theme park who liked to do that. He didn't have a channel at the time. He might now, though. But, negative. That is not me. You know, Binks, I don't know. The thing about mining is I kind of go looking for it. And that's fun and all, but I like the boxes. I like hauling. I like hauling in my big space truck. Death, it'll be the week of the 25th. Although I don't know if I'll have any free time or not. All depends on how things work out. All right, let's get aligned. Whoops, too close. Come on. Come on. I like how this thing has 0 power to roll. The Wiener Circle. Tell me they got t-shirts.
Offloading started.
Oh, Mabutu, that only matters for boost right now. Literally, all power thrusters does is increase boost regen.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I mean, Coyote, do we need scanning to shoot stuff? Alex, does it help with thrusters now, or is that a future patch? Because I have not seen that in the previous patch. If you could point it out to me, though, I'd be grateful. I know they said that they would put it towards that. And I will admit that I am wrong. Why don't you come with me? Oh, I already have a friend. Hey, Phaedrus. Yeah, that's a good idea. I still have to dump 10 million credits in
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle
medical
retrieval
supplies.
system. Your vehicle has been moved to us. Please visit.
Yeah, tell you what, we'll test it when I get back. Because all we gotta do is examine the G-forces. Let me just go, you know, make a sell order. All right. Hey, there we go. Hey, it's 33, but I'll take it. That's a big chunk out of my way. Then maybe we can sell the rest in Stanton. Or Stanton Gateway. But yeah, no, so, Mother's Day. You guys want to hear a riot?
Welcome.
So like I said, I went to go visit my mom, and
vehicle retrieval system.
I decided
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered.
I would try to.
Please.
Oh, Binks, not even close yet. I'm not even halfway to unloading what I've got here. Hey, Hunter. I still want to say yes because a boy can dream. But it might not. Yeah, and I'm only offloading about a third of what I've got, if that. Maybe actually technically a quarter. But, so anyway. Thought I'd take my, my mom to, eat something for Mother's Day, because that's the classic thing that you do. And knowing that the 2 restaurants in town would be busy, one of those being El Perion, a Mexican place, and Cotija, a Mexican place, I took her to a taco truck. Because the food at a taco truck is always going to be better. And I realized something. My mother has never had Mexican food. I had to explain to her what a quesadilla was.
You are clear to launch.
Which was a little bit of a trip. And to explain the whole menu.
Thank you, and please visit again.
But, for someone who enjoys spicy food, has never had Mexican in her life. Which is odd living in Arkansas, but she's not a very curious person. She's very insular. Whole family was just never curious about anything outside her little bubble. Hey, Wolf. I mean, she only lives 2-3 miles outside of town. And yeah, town's only 10,000 people. But yeah, like... Yeah, see, Solo gets a pass. Solo grew up with that. But she didn't know what a quesadilla was. And the thing is, she took a phone call when I was explaining it, which was kind of rude. It was one of her friends. And her friend tried to explain a quesadilla, and her friend was wrong. She's like, oh, don't get that. Quesadilla is just a grilled cheese in Mexican. And it's like, well, that's wrong. That's super wrong. Also, don't listen to her. But she ended up getting the quesadilla. And she liked that a lot. She didn't like how long it took them to cook it, but it was also Mother's Day, and for a ton of people. That's not technically true. And Mabutu, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make the loop. Oh my god, here we go. Hey, Raymond. Hey, it's all right. I'm a little late myself. That's right. Take those boxes. Take those boxes. That upload 33. That doesn't feel like a 33, but when you've got 100 boxes. Yeah, but you can get so many more things inside the quesadilla. Onions, sometimes peppers, the chicken, you know, you gotta have the meat. I'm a chicken fan myself.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Sour cream, like I don't agree with it, but hey, vet.
Shields off. Shield on.
All right, so let's test this. Let me come to a stop. This is a great place to test this. Hey, Dragnos. All right, so we're decelerating. No boost at 0.4 Gs. So I'm going to accelerate with boost. With boost. With like only one power point, we're getting 0.9. We go all the way, I get 0.9. Yeah, so power is the same.
Shield off.
Or speed is the same. Oh, Rhino. No. The cheese. The grease. The salsa. Oh, come on. Live a little. Also, Golden, it's good to see you. I don't remember if I said hi or not. Hate cheese with a passion. Okay, I mean, if you hate cheese, I can see where Mexican food might not be the best thing for you. There's a lot of cheese-based dishes, but you've got things like barbacoa. And the soups, goat head soup. Oh my goodness. No, I get it. Like, not everybody likes cheese. Like, okay, so like for me, I'm usually not a fan of a lot of cheese. Just because since I can't really taste it that well, it's just kind of weird. But there's a lot of dishes that don't involve tomatoes. Like I know salsa is kind of a staple at the table. There's a lot of Mexican dishes you can get that does not have tomato. All right, let's see if I actually make this journey. What is that? What is that? Hey, Silas. I am making a mistake. I am making a terrible mistake. Let's go that way. Well, Mobutu, I could get shot. You see, Mobutu, the gateway, the wormhole, is probably the most pirated place. Now, the thing is, not a lot of people trading these days, so a lot of the pirates have been very hungry. So there hasn't been a whole lot of them, but all it takes is one to call up their buddies and go, hey, I got a Meals on Wheels headed our way. Interestingly enough, it's given me no points to jump to. So I guess we're just gonna have to slow boat it to the gateway. Ah, that is true, Mobutu. I am surprised that they come down on trade so hardcore and then just let all the Vaughn stuff keep going for as long as it has. I'm sorry, Wolf. No, Cindy, that happened to me on PU the other day. And what's worst is I had a criminal on board with me, so he kept getting missiled while doing it. But you see, Luna, you can do the Vaughn missions to get all their cargo, where they have Weevil eggs, Vexilite, and other high-end stuff to sell. And they'll have several million in credits on board. And the thing is, not every single one of them is going to have it, but if you do it enough, you're going to get them. So people just keep doing those day in and day out, so they can just rack millions and millions and millions by blowing up AI C2s.
Landing complete. Have a... Please proceed to assigned land.
Approved to dock.
It had to be over there. And it's one of those things where you just pew the ship. Pew-pewing the ship is easy. And you collect the cargo and sell it. So a lot of pirates have been preying on those types. Hey, Davey. Yeah, what Mobutu said there too. So basically, you shoot the ship that's got the loot, go away, come back. Yeah, so they'll leave that in. But God forbid a trucker make a dolly. I hope, Binks. Boy, do I hope. Sorry, my throat's still a little sore. Oh, Binks noodle sounds so good. And Davey, it's all right. Although I'm thinking about pulling the track up and relaying a little bit of a more, I don't simpler. Simpler track. Nah, Golden, I visited my mom Sunday, and she's a heavy smoker, and smoke kills me. That's why I wasn't here yesterday. I was just in bed coughing all day. Like, if you want to kill me, light up a cigarette. All right. Yeah, and dear, someday, not today, but someday.
Offloading started.
Oh, I guess I was the wrong way around. All right, then. That doesn't seem right, but all right, then. Yeah, Mabutu, apparently my my autopilot needs a raise. Yeah, no, my throat's still all flibby and coffee. Oh yeah, Derek, no, like that will. Believe me, dude, I live in Arkansas. It is humid as it can be. But that ain't gonna override being in the same room as a smoker. Especially when you're all frail and sickly as I am. Cindy, I think so. I could be wrong, but I think so. And dear, it'll probably be
Landing
within,
complete.
I would say,
Have a
2 to
nice
3
day.
hours, if I had to guess. Oh, Golden, I think he just means upside down. Or did the little auto flippy flip for me. All right, let's go store this. Derek, you in Tennessee or Mississippi? Because I just drove through Memphis the other day, and dude, if you're on the Tennessee side, I'm sorry. You got some whack drivers over there,
Your
man.
vehicle has been moved to our storage. Please visit us again.
Oh, Memphis, the heart of it. Oh, okay. Well, it's not Nashville. It's just right behind Nashville in crappy drivers. All right. How much can I sell here? I can sell it all. I've learned nothing. See, like, okay, Dallas has aggressive drivers. I'll give you that. They've got very aggressive drivers. But never in my life have I seen such a blatant disregard for the rules of the road than in Tennessee.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Because, like, in Dallas, people will hug you and whatnot, and not hug, you know,
has been delivered to the following
ride up your tailpipe. But Just the egregious violations. Oh my god. Oh yeah, now the Lupin Dallas does suck. Oh. And yeah, probably. Yeah, I ain't going to India. If I gotta drive my own car, I'm gonna stay right where I'm at. We see a Kala. This has encouraged me to maybe, just maybe, do this again. I mean, I still gotta unload, but...
You are clear to launch.
How can Miss help you today? Systems on. Docking launch complete.
Thank you. And please
Down
use
here, right, yeah. Now, where's my box? Binks, I think I do. All I gotta do is, find my little cargo box. Well, they might not have given it to me yet. I might have to call for it. I don't have the timer thing. There it is. All right. All I gotta do, Binks, is make it to that box. And if it unloads, then I'm good. I'm home. And Dread, we were in the process of doing it by risking a whole sea full of medical supplies. Well, partially full. It was full, but I unloaded some of it at another station. Yeah, Coyote, that's pretty much I-40 here as well. Well, I-30, I-40, but especially around Memphis and Nashville. And here we are selling. I had a whole sea full of medical supplies. I had 10 wrapped up in this. Oh, Alex, they're always in stock. It's the unloading them that's the issue. Oh yeah, and dear, I love to gamble. I love to gamble. And Keto, it's good to see you. Sorry, I saw you sneak in earlier. I think I may have just been in the middle of a story. So we're gonna sit here for a hot minute and just let it, finish detecting that I'm not moving. Hey, Sarone. Kino, with the update coming today, you might be able to today. I'm hoping you can. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Well, the handbrake's on. I'm locked in place. I can't move around. Just waiting for it to detect. I might have to pull out and come back in. Jason, you're good. You're good. All right. Out of the box. Back into the box. And you're right. You're right. It might take it a while. So what we'll do is we'll give it. Ah, there it goes. There it goes. Ha ha. Look at all that cargo being removed. Should we do it again? No, that's tempting fate. The thing about gambling is you should quit while you're ahead. Because here's the thing, I don't think I'm making a big profit off this at all. I think at best I'm breaking even. But honestly, as bad as whole sea trading has been, I'll take that as a win. I don't know, Sarone. I already risked 10 million doing this. And the patch is dropping today. You know? Yay, we did it though. I mean, Mabutu, this is very far from my first try. Oh, this is very far from my first try.
And please visit again.
But you know, we might as well dock and bring something back with us to Stanton. I made nothing. I made literally nothing. I started with 20 million. I ended with 20 million. Actually, I may have taken a slight loss. Hold on, let me check some numbers. I took a loss. I'm pretty sure I took a loss. Nope. I made a slight profit of maybe 200K. Off of 10 million. But at least I got my money back.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Approved to dock.
Oh, Sarone, I am sorry. Yeah, it'll do that. Yeah, you see, Stuart, the places that I could have made a profit were all full, and they will continue to be full for several hours. It would probably take me about 12 hours to unload everything, because when it refreshes, it only refreshes about 100 SCU tops every 15 minutes. And I had 4,000 SCU to unload, and I wasn't about that life. So I flew a hull C full of medical supplies to Pyro, and I sold there. But it wasn't about the profit. It was about the journey. I mean, profit's nice. It pays for my gas.
Auto-docking started.
Exactly, Alex. I could have made 500,000 in 15 minutes and not risk any of my money. And also not have to go to Pyro. But do you think I trade for the money?
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Is it, Bazzy? Is it? Do we have access to it in the PTU? I ain't heard anything yet. Especially since they haven't updated anything today. Since this one's supposed to be the release candidate. I mean, you've got me tempted, especially now that I no longer have a vested interest in unloading my cargo. Owners, huh? Well, I'm Evo, but I ain't no owner. So sadly, I will have to wait. That's a good tip, though. I do appreciate that. I might become an owner. I thought about it. I really thought about it. I just don't shoot a lot of stuff. Raymond Megumi does. Only Megumi. So, BJ, we're still on 4.1, but we're still in the process of summoning. You give me a second. Actually, I need to go refresh the goat's blood. And throw Waffle a treat, maybe.
Your vehicle vehicle has been moved to us. Please visit us again.
God, he was all over me this morning. The longest, most pathetic meows. And I finally fed him. And what does he do? He looks at it, looks up at me, and just starts to whine. Because he doesn't like this food. PJ, I'm trying. I ain't the strongest of wizards. I'm only like level 2. Usually it likes to get me while I'm doing something expensive. Do I tempt fate twice? That's dumb, right? That's dumb to do. I shouldn't do that. I really shouldn't do that. You know what? Iron is nice this time of year. We'll just buy some iron. I need a drinky drink. Entertainer. I play the game first, entertain second. You think I trade to entertain? You think people like watching boxes go from one place to another day in and day out? Do you guys actually enjoy that? Oh, Chris, the timer that they have listed is incorrect. That's what it would be for a regular ship. The whole sea has its own special princess timer. Bishop, not yet. And Sen, the plan is to, I don't know. I don't have a plan.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Sen, you know, I didn't think it that far.
Your vehicle has been
Do
delivered.
more dumb trades with the whole sea in the attempt to get it to work. Maybe mess with the new ships. Ah, see, you guys make me feel better there. Send some new ships. They are introducing the very first iteration of some of the flight blades. Now, I believe these are just going to affect flight. They're not going to be like auto turrets or anything like that. And they seem to be confident enough in them to give it to us without testing. So, see how that goes. But yeah, it's mostly ships, a free fly. We're gonna get the Anvil Asgard, I believe. The Grey Cat, what? MCT mobile something. A new Guardian variant. Oh, Saron, where'd you get that? And Raven, I'm sorry, not yet. Tell you what, let me
You are clear to launch.
let me get lined up so they can start giving me cargo, and I will take my meds.
Docking launch complete.
I don't know, Sen. You should see me on a bad day.
Thank you.
There have been times in this game that do you know who Brennan Lee Mulligan is? Does stuff for College Humor, some D&D stuff. You ever notice sometimes when he delivers a monologue, you can tell that he hates himself just enough to be really funny. Sometimes Star Citizen makes me feel like that, but without the funny. Because, my, oh my, has this game screwed the pooch on me before? All right. Let me get situated here, nice and parked. I don't know if you can hear it, Raymond, but that's the rattle of all my many, many pills. As I'm about to throw them back. You know, Alex, there was a time where placing a plushie on certain dashboards would not allow you to fill that ship with cargo. Just on the dash. I don't know why. That's right, Andir. God, I'm trying to race this cargo transfer bar. I think I'm gonna do it though. There we go. All right. I won. We're gonna fly all this iron back to Stanton. See if we get shot along the way. That's right, Golden. And I'm gonna regret saying this while getting cargo, but I haven't had to hit the button in a couple of days. All right. We've got our cargo. Let's get out of here. I choose to believe in myself.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Also, let me go back right quick. Sorry, I know someone said they just got the rep. Wolf. The Hull Sea mission's totally worth it. They'll skim some of your cargo, so you're only gonna make 500k a round. But dude, you're making 500,000 every 15 minutes to fly from point A to point B. Like, it's very low effort. All you gotta do is slow down. Oh man, water's so good. Yeah, Harold, it's very that one scene in Austin Powers 2. Man, I'll be glad when this cough calms down. Oh yeah, Harold. Like 16 million? Aw, thank you, Davey. And yeah, Stuart, that's the best thing to do. And away we go. Well, that's fun. That looks neat. But so much slower from third person. Oh yeah, Luna. That and I finally started Claire Obscure while I've been laid up on the couch. And I am still not tired of Oblivion. Although I had some funny Oblivion jank happen to me that I thought you would appreciate. There's the one quest about the corrupted guard in the Imperial City. Adius Savinius or whatever his name is. And basically, you know, if you get people to testify against him, he goes to jail, and then a few days later he gets out of jail. Well, he happened to get out of jail while I was in an Oblivion gate. And the thing about this guy, Adius Savinius, or however you say his name, is as soon as he breaks out of jail, he goes traipsing across the map to try to kill you. Well, since I was inside an Oblivion gate, which is essentially hell, it's the Daedric realms, he decides that he's gonna go to an Oblivion gate. He's gonna literally go through an Oblivion gate to try to murder me. So like I'm slaying Daedra with my fists, like I'm punching out fire Atronachs and whatnot. And then suddenly he runs up and he's like, "Then pay with your blood." And it's like, who are you? What is this naked man doing in hell? And why is he so angry at me? I really appreciated that. Wait, no, hold on. I pick up iron at Everest, don't I? I sell iron at, where do I sell iron? Huh. Where do I sell iron? Is it a Magnus? Is it a Magnus or Terra? Well, Death, I'm so sorry. I'll work on it. Okay, there we go. Go sell it to Terra. Why not? I don't know, Eddie. Let's go find out. Supposedly. That might be a big supposedly, so let's go investigate. I mean, Golden, I can understand where she's coming from, but, you know, going for the gem gate is such a fun thing. Oh yeah, Dragnos. Like, I'll try out the tech. And I might change, I don't know. I might change it up. I don't shoot people, you know? Now, like, if I was in a ship designed to shoot people, I might change my tune. Yeah, see, Luna, usually what I do is I just avoid the main quest, so I never have to worry about Oblivion gates ruining the countryside. But I decided with this playthrough I was going to be very aggressive, and the moment that I see a gate was just going to go through it and punch everything to close it. Now, my question is, when does Invictus start again? Is it the 15th? I think it's the 15th.
Quantum travel complete.
All right. Now, beggars, that is true. That is true. Oh, hey, someone could be hurt. Oh, it's hydrogen. Never mind. Although that is free cargo, but it's hydrogen. It's not going to be worth anything. Oh, maybe. Yeah, see, Luna, I've only committed one crime so far. That was one of those save before you do it. And it was on the corrupt guard. Because I told him he was corrupt to his face. Like, I'd like to report a corrupt guard. It's you? And he's like, I'm pretty sure you assaulted me. You're going to jail. And, yeah. I know, Raymond, but it's hydrogen. Like, it's worth, okay. All right. It is worth, hold on. Where's my handy dandy calculator? Calculator. If we can legally sell it. I mean, it's 6,400 per box. Not per SCU, but per box. That's true. It is free real estate.
Hello, and thank you for Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Approved to dock.
And Raymond, as soon as I get my hands on the gray cat, well, maybe I'll pick one up to give away. Who knows? And that is true, Raymond. That is true. Let me unload this iron first, and we'll see if we can locate it, which I might have to jump all the way back to Pyro, then come back just so I'm aligned with it. It's like, I know it's kind of between the sun and those little two dots over there, but that was a long trip, you know? So I might have to make a jump back. You know, Mobutu, I haven't even got to watch the video on it yet. Like, it released yesterday, and I was just in bed and so messed up. I mean, Cerrone, maybe. Do you have him set to something funky? And you think so? You think so, Raymond? We should go on the salvage hunt for it? I guess that would be fun. How has this guy not been stored? Like he's a little in my way. You know, Cerrone, I know Star Citizen has nothing but issues with HDR. And Death, I'm on PU. Hey, Michael. Oh, yeah, Raymond, but it would be fun. You know, plunking all the cargo down.
Auto-docking started.
Hey, DPT.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Off.
All right. Oh my God, Luna, I'm not far into it, but I did start Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, and
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
I'm not a
system.
person that cares about graphics. Like, I'm not like, ooh,
Your vehicle
wow,
has been moved to our
look
storage
at this. Like, very, I am not moved by beauty. But I started up Expedition 33 and was blown away. Like, I was moved by its beauty. The animation is without a doubt, I'm not spoiling a thing. I'm not going to spoil a thing. I'm not going to spoil anything that the Steam page does not say already. But the animation, the motion capping, even just the eye movements are the most realistic I have ever seen. Like, you know, in a lot of games, you see character movements and you're like, yep, that's motion capping. Or like you see the eye movements and you're like, okay, this is slightly weird because it's a video game. No, not here. Not here. This is like, holy crap. This is like, this could just be like some rotoscope. And Bacon, I'm hoping that it comes out. I'm going to quote that kid from Angels in the Outfield. It could happen. I mean, it probably won't, but it could happen. I will also say that the voice acting is absolutely phenomenal. Also, I'm not gonna quote it, but Phaedra's talking about the Expedition 33, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, the RPG made by the former Ubisoft devs. I'm gonna be honest, I actually bought it just because I hate Ubisoft. And I was so happy that a bunch of Ubisoft devs broke away and made their own studio that I bought it just to support them. But, so this is going to sound silly. This is going to sound really silly, but hear me out. What I enjoy about the voice acting in this game is it feels real. I feel like I'm watching a foreign film where I'm supposed to care about the emotions of the actors. And you ever notice how in a lot of video games, when someone is interrupted, they always pause so they can be interrupted? Like a character will go, but I want a bologna on my sandwich, and you hear them cut themselves off so they can be interrupted because it's in the script. No. This game don't have that. Someone gets interrupted, they sound like they were legitimately interrupted. And I know that is such a silly, niche little thing, but I cannot tell you how much I love that. I love that so much. Like, I know that sounds very silly. Like, is that gameplay? No. Is that even, like, a decent reason to to do a thing? No, but... Oh, my goodness. Like, it sounds so natural. Like, the conversations just are so naturally delivered. Oh, you're good, Phaedrus. We won't tell anybody. There's my square. Good old square. Just go to that. See, Bishop, I don't know who that is yet. I've only got 3 people in my party. And I'm not going to give up any names because Luna hasn't started yet. And I'm going to respect any and all spoilers. Hey, Star, not yet. Not yet. It's cooking, though. But it's being slow roasted, so... All right, we'll just give this some time. As we should be, Rhino. Wolf, it just takes a while. Basically, it takes a hot minute for the server to update and realize that you're not moving. Sometimes it takes longer than others, especially if you're in a very busy area with lots of players. And sometimes it just don't work. That is a thing that you will have to deal with. Whew. Negative, BJ. We actually just came from Pyro Gateway. We're over at Terra right now, actually. All right. So what we're going to do if we can steal all the hydrogen that's over here as soon as it pops up. I know there was a whole crate load of it. Where are you? There it is. Some. If it'll let us. Mobutu it might be, but we'll find out. We will find out. Gruff I am. I had 10 million in medical supplies, and by golly, I was able to unload it. No, I didn't make $1. I broke even, but I didn't lose, and that's what matters. You don't play to win, you play not to lose.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
Really? You need that much power? Oh, well, you know what? I'm in nav mode. I can't... okay, alright. Let me go back to the seat. Swap it out of nav mode. Well, I mean, it's not stealing. It's just sitting there. And it might be contracted. And if that's the case, I can only sell it at Megumi for like $1. There we go. Man. Yeah, BJ, but like I said, we're not here to make $1. We're here to have some fun. I need upper front. Well, it is contracted. And And we don't like that. But why not? We might still try to take it to Megumi to sell. It'll be practice. Okay, well, all those are way too far. Is that really the only one I could see from here that I can grab? There we go. And they're probably not. Keyword there's probably. Actually, Ander, what I was thinking of doing is something really silly. You want to hear a silly? Being the first to sell a whole sea full of medical supplies over at the Magnus Gateway. Yeah, Mabutu, I'm just going to have to swap turrets.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Wow, this thing has no range. Jeez. I can't look down enough. Actually, you know what? This would be a good move, right? Wow, they really need to work on the range of this thing. Get the tractor beam. I will, Mabutu, I will. I'm just trying to grab everything I can here. Yeah, that's not rotating at all. So I guess we'll just have to. I swear. Why is that button not working? Oh, excuse me. Wow, still bad. Oh, that's the one I was in. So we need front.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
You know, Mabutu, you would think that. You would think. Oh, you would think. You would think you could rotate these too, but nope. I also like how we just can't see to the sides. Like, these things really just need like extendo poles. And yeah, Rhino, have a good night, man. All right, we'll remaneuver, pick up the rest. Yeah, see, there's a whole bunch right there. Just gotta get closer is all. Position that so our upper turret, which seems to have a far better range, can grab all that. Raymond, I think it's just a placeholder sound they put in for tractor beams being turned on. All right. What do you mean, DPT? Like, these boxes aren't mine. I just found them. Hey, Infinite. I want to know why the max lift can rotate better than the ship tractor beams. Whoopsie doodle. Actually, you know what? I better move this one. Oh, DPT, this isn't my cargo. You think I'd lose cargo? This is, somebody else's. Oh, Raymond, that would be nice. That'd be so nice. Can you imagine loading 144 of these? And let's don't forget, there is only a single tractor beam operator station on this ship. Oh, but DPT, I'm not a pirate. It's salvage. It was just sitting here, unused, forgotten, abandoned. Also, it's worthless. I'm gonna make maybe $1 on any of this. Like, it's contracted and it's hydrogen. Well, that's silly. Get out. Oh, Infinite, we're doing silly things to try to summon the patch. Oh, that's weird that I can place it like that. That's really weird. Oh, rotating this thing's gonna be a pain. And now it's stuck. Come on. Come on up. No. You stop that. There we go. You know what? That can go, that can go there. Yeah, Mabutu, enjoy that soup. It's not pirating. And I have no way to I have no way to inform the authorities. So the best thing I can do is turn it in and make sure it participates in the economy. After all, that's what we all want, right? Economic participation? Yeah, I'm getting all these loose boxes out of the way, helping clean up the server. And the thing is, I guarantee you, nobody lost money with this cargo. It's a hauling contract. I mean, but Major, what if a regular citizen said it and meant it? I mean, after all, Is there any sort of mechanic in game yet for us to do that? If anything, that's on CIG for having such basic trade mechanics after so many years, while we watch PvP and combat constantly refined and iterated on. I can't help that the game loop that I love is in such a basic format. And again, it's hydrogen. Literally not worth my time. I'm gonna go sell it just for fun, but it's not worth our time. Not at all. Oh, not at all. Ah. Gee golly, you're right. I wish I did have an MPUV here to help me out. I mean, Raymond, you're right. It's also not worth much. I mean, I could just grab whatever. We could put that on a different arm, I guess. See, the thing is, you really want to keep the silicon with silicon and the hydrogen with hydrogen. Hold on, can I? Haha! Watch it fly. Oh, that's too nice. That's really the only problem, because if you start mixing loads, you try to auto unload, it'll have issues. So I might organize the silicon and put it on its own wing, but kind of want to keep it to hydro. Marcus, I kind of am. Is this profitable? No, not at all. We're cleaning up the streets, or at least the one docking point. Oh, Alex, you were talking about Wade. He's probably at work. Oh, spaghetti. Mobutu spaghetti sounds nice. Yeah, so you get this little bug where I can't rotate it, which is highly annoying. And I might go look for that other stuff. Now, the stuff that's about 20 clicks out, because I can use my max lift with that one. That'll be a lot easier to mount. Yeah, it is, Mobutu. Down. Good boy. Well, you see, Raymond, I can't. Because we're an armistice. Armistice zone. I can use a ship tractor beam. Can't use a handheld. But that other group of cargo, I totally could. So I'm probably about to go do that, because that would be a lot faster. Yeah, let's go ahead and go do that. We don't need to fill the whole ship up. We just want to lift a few boxes. All right. Where's the sun? Actually, you know what? I can just plot to Pyro and fly that way. That's where all the boxes were. The crap is the sun? Ah, there it is. All right, all right. Ubuntu and Armistice? Are you sure? Okay. I like being wrong. I don't mind being wrong, especially when it works for me. Yeah, serious. That's right, Mabutu, that's right. That's something I don't mind being wrong about. I need all these boxes to populate. There they go. There they go. And we'll just pull as close as we can. It's good. You know, Luna, I feel like I did, and I'm trying to remember what I did. But I don't feel like it was anything to write home about. Like, I started up Clair Obscure, Expedition 33. It was a lot of Oblivion. You know what? Yes, I did. I went to the board game cafe again. Oh, my gun works here too. That's cool. I went to the board game cafe. We all played Talisman. 5th edition, which I love Talisman. Talisman is such a fun game. It's like D&D meets Monopoly. Although I did forget how slow the tractor beam is. Maybe I should have parked a little bit closer. But whatever. Nice, Asa. Glad to hear it. What were you hauling? Actually, you know what? While we're over here, I think we'll just toss things towards the whole sea, then mount. Save us a little bit of travel. Death, I have not. Tell me more. Yeah, I should have parked closer. I should have parked a lot closer. Ah, 40K towers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to park like right in the thick of these wrecks. This takes forever. All right, well, that's all folded up. Yeah, I might just have to park the whole sea closer. Or go get my MP UV tractor. So I can fly around with these little boxes. Honestly, that's what the whole sea needs. Take out the top tractor beam, put in a tiny hangar for an MP UV. Voila. You know, we're right here. We're right here. Let's just move closer. Ace, I don't. I used to. We'll just park our little whale schnoz. Right there. Yeah. In the middle of it all. I mean, hey, so that is true. Especially with a new update. Oh, man. Yeah, Skell. Just kind of parked in the thick of it. There's some more cargo further out to sea. In a manner of speaking. Which I'm going to go pick up after we load up all this hydrogen. Nope, nope, nope. You're going to go right there. What's up, Dragnos? Oh no, Mysperia, not mine at all. I'm just picking it up. With the patch about to drop, I figured I would waste my time to see how much money I can make off this hydrogen that I just found. And it's contracted, so I'll have to sell it, you know, in, what do you call that? In Pyro. I really do, Phaedrus. I really do. You see, here's the thing. If I do all this, I can talk about how long it took me to do it, and how little I made off of it, and how pirates need to be able to make more off contracted cargo, so it's not just a free money printer like it is now. Oh, Justin, sorry to hear it's been busy. Like, is this gonna make me any money? God, no. Well, you know, Horn, I actually just, I sold about 3,000 SCU of medical supplies in Pyro. Off my Hull C. I flew to Pyro and sold it at the Stanton Gateway. It was very risky. And sadly, nothing happened. I mean, Dragnos, yeah, it takes a couple of days. I mean, I was able to knock it out to experience in like, what, a week? 2 weeks, but using a Hull C, I mean, I'm basically making 1.5 to 2 million credits an hour. And, it just feels like, why can I make more with that than I can running my own cargo? You know, doing my own trade. Because the thing about trade, not only do I have to invest my own money, but pirates actively want it because it's worth something. With a contracted haul, not only am I not risking my own money, but there's no reason for a pirate to go after. Oh, am I already at full 3? Okay. So it's just, why does hauling get the best of both worlds and trade gets the worst of both worlds? You know? Like, I should have some elective or reason to trade versus what I've got right now. Oh, I bet that was nice, Luna. As someone who does not like to spend time around babies, you know, no offense or anything, I'm just not excitable for babies. I bet that was nice. I bet it was quiet. Oh yeah, Dragnos, they should be buffed. I think it should be both ways. Trade profit should be buffed, and there should be a reason to steal contracted cargo. Or cargo should have a stamp on it. Like, if I buy a box, instead of being contracted, it should show that it belongs to me. So maybe it should sell for the same as the contracted cargo. Well, I will say the economy team worries about a lot more than just commodity cargo. They worry about a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, yes, Dragnos, but it was also supposed to be so people don't take the cargo and just go sell it in Pyro. Like, gee golly, they're gonna trust me with this stuff that's worth $1 million. I'm gonna go turn around and immediately sell it. Oh, killer, lots of things. Sorry, my throat is a little sore right now, so. But, one, get rid of demand limits. Lower the price if you got to, but by golly, if a place buys stuff, I should be able to unload there. Like, even if they got hula hoops out the yin yang, they should still buy hula hoops for a very cheap price. Because eventually, they're going to need more hula hoops. We both know it, so why does it get to the point where they go, no, I don't want any more hula hoops? Oh, the one about 100 minutes or so, I'm going to want more hula hoops. Exactly, Grandos. Maybe it should generate a mission where it's like, hey, go get our cargo back. Well, sort of, Raven. I mean, like, if you rob somebody, you get the crime stat. For one. Hey, Rojo. No, I get that, Luna. Like, I know it basically rewires you to like your own. Now, gee golly gee, who could that be? Right, no, that's my leg. Okay, I thought that was a ship. Getting very nosy about the cargo I was loading up. That's my knee. Well, Masperia, it is a very buggy thing. You know what? We'll leave that one there. I think we're mostly loaded up. We'll grab the other amount that's about 20 clicks away. Well, Killer, right now it's basically buy box here, sell box at another place for a higher amount. And it's all arbitrary. But a lot of places are like, yeah, I buy, but I'm only gonna buy 50 SCU. And since you're competing against other people in the same shard or different servers, they're also selling here. So good luck there, buddy. You know, Rojo, I actually do have a magic 8-ball. If you give me like 2 minutes to go downstairs, I'll go grab it and ask it. You guys cool giving me a second to go grab the almighty 8-ball? It'll tell us if the Idris is coming or not. I actually, I've really been thinking about playing a divination wizard in D&D that just consults an 8-ball for absolutely everything. Yeah, all right. Tell you what, let me get this box back to the Hull C, and I'll go grab my 8-ball. Yeah, no, Chris, I'm gonna get on board my ship first. Of course, Quantum. We're just cleaning up the server, one box at a time. And also trying to summon the patch. Yeah, let me put this on here, then I'll get on the ship and go grab my 8-ball. Dragnos, I can. The thing is, I don't want to. He'll jump up on my desk, get hair in my keyboard, knock something over, meow. He has this weird gazed-based targeting system where he knows what you're looking at and then jumps in front of it. Not yet, Johnny. Patch isn't out yet. It probably won't be out for another, I would say, 2 hours. If I really... maybe an hour. Maybe an hour. Maybe 2 hours. All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. I have returned with the secrets of divination. What is the first question for the magic 8-ball? What is the first question for the magic 8-ball? And I guess we can slide over here and just pick this one up. Ah, yes, Dragnos. Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out. All right. Magic 8-ball. Cherished is your wisdom. Will the Idris release with the patch dropping today? And the 8-ball says... Ooh, outlook not so good. Oh, the bones have been thrown. And the 8-ball says, outlook not so good. Well, if I was a divination wizard in D&D, I would say that's pretty clear cut. Thank you, Johnny. Now, Mabutu does ask. Honestly, BJ, this is the first time. Actually, I think there's an 8-ball bot already plugged into Stream Elements. But I remembered that I had an 8-ball downstairs. Like, why not? Let's go see what it says, you know? It's fun to use prop comedy. Now let's see. Dear Magic 8-Ball, will... let's see, what's the next one? Will CIG ever make the endeavor? And the 8-Ball says... Huh, outlook not so good. Seems to be a lot of those lately. Oh, Gears, that's a good one. Will the Caterpillar get its modules? Dear Magic 8-Ball, will the Caterpillar get its modules? And the 8-Ball says... Signs point to yes. Well, that's, 1 out of 3 isn't bad. And, with the Endeavor, it might be like, will they make it as envisioned? Maybe they'll, go back to the drawing. Ooh, Wolf, will there be more than one hotfix after the patch? 8-Ball says... Yes. Very clear on that. Very declarative. Just a straight yes. BJ, they were not discussed this cycle. I think we were just wondering if they would ever actually come out. Because, I don't know if you remember, but they discussed Caterpillar modules like once. And that was back in about 2016. And then they never showed up again. Oh, we know for a fact the Galaxy won't be there. Sadly, Galaxy's not coming for a minute. And BJ, you're probably right. They're going to be on a 5-alarm fire watch for a hot minute. Where is that sun? Is it on the right? Hey, Redrick, it sure is. Now, we're kind of doing something silly, Redrick. You see, we found some abandoned cargo, and it's contracted, so it means it's worthless. But we're picking it all up. We're picking it all up. And then I'm going to fly it all the way to Pyro. And see how little it pays. And spoiler alert, it's going to be very little. Oh, it's going to be very little. But really, it's just it's a test. It's a test. We're testing. So it came from Pyro to here. And we dropped out like what, 20... 29 clicks from the station, I want to say. Exactly, Redrick. It's about the journey. It's all about the journey. Thing is, this cargo's not going to pop up until we're right on top of it. So once we're about... start slowing down. Actually, probably about where Black the Deck is. Well, not exactly. But maybe. How far do we usually come out? About 29 clicks. I know it was between the sun and... Oh, I don't see it. Jesselyn's asked, will the Perseus be there to view and go inside? 8-Ball says... Outlook not so good. Oh yeah, BJ, I've already got it copied and everything. Rocks. Okay. We should be about in the area. I've got an idea. I'm going to actually make the jump and then come back. Because basically where we dropped out is where all that cargo is. So we'll give it one googly moogly or so.
Quantum travel complete.
You know, Rojo, I like that. I like that a lot. All right.
Quantum travel.
Let's see if this drops us out. Come on, baby, right on top of the boxes. BJ, I do believe it's, well, it was 4 last time I checked. You give me a second. Let me drop out. I can tell you again.
Quantum travel complete.
There they are. Haha. I see them. Yes. Yes. You know, Luna, that's fair. I can see where the cultural differences might be tied into a like or dislike of children. You know what I should do though, before I get out of the seat? Turn the shields on. So if someone comes along while I'm doing all this doodad stuff, they don't just blow me up. So, no power to... I said no power to guns. Don't need the tractor beams. Yeah, we got 4 shields. Exactly right. It should have some sort of worth. It should have value. Like, I should have a reason to pick up contracted cargo. Should be like that little joke on the internet, you know? It's like, oh, I'm worthless. I'm contracted cargo. And it's like, hey, even contracted cargo gets picked up. How about 8 o'clock? But no, sadly, contracted cargo does not get picked. And I know this is hydrogen, probably the most worthless cargo. Or at least, you know, not worthless, but at least valuable. Worthless for the effort. Oh, BJ, that would be so nice. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know what it would take for that to, you know, be programmed. Especially because not all the boxes survive, but it was like, hey, these boxes are for contract, you know, 69667. If you could recover as much as possible, we'd be very grateful. Pay you. Oh my goodness. Oh. Like that's another side of salvage. Like salvage doesn't just have to be scraping a ship. It can be recovery. Towing stuff in. Recovering the cargo. Repossessing the ship that they haven't paid for. I mean, Redrick, it is free. But once you see how little we're going to make on it versus the amount of time we put into it, and we could have made far more money doing literally anything else. Especially when you factor in, you know, like, yeah, we got a whole sea to do this, but how much did that whole sea cost us? BJ they are, but it's for the initial first party. It's not for a recovery, sadly. Right, Raymond? I hope they let me keep all the CDs. You know, that's how I discovered most of my music. Keeping everybody's CD cases when we'd go to steal the vehicles back. And I will admit, as far as the actual, you know, sneaking in and stealing it goes, like having the key and tearing it off, that happened very little. Usually what we would do is, you know, we'd catch them at work while they're at work, or sometimes 2 o'clock at night at their house, and sneak in with the wrecker, lift the car up and get out of there before they even knew what happened. Man, oh man, those few times that the dealership actually had the key, hopping fences and whatnot and sneaking in, grabbing the car and tearing out of there with it and hooking it up to the wrecker later. Oh, those were great. Oh yeah, Roderick, the holes are nice. BJ, when I was a teenager, my dad worked for a repo service. And by service, I mean a guy with a few wreckers and a very unscrupulous business model, because this was, you know, like 04, 05. And I would help my dad repo vehicles. Like, I did a lot of things under the table. This was one of them. He got paid about $50 a car. He'd slide me 10. I mean, I was just happy to, you know, come along. One, get to see all these interesting vehicles that people didn't pay for. And most of the time, I got to keep a lot of the stuff that I found in the vehicles, which was probably illegal. Oh God, no. Like, I might pick up an SRV one day, but it's not gonna be my main. I'm actually more of a Caterpillar guy. I fly Drake. Yeah, see, Raymond, I wish we had more of those. I wish we had ship stealing missions where it's like, hey, headhunters here. We loaned a guy money for a cutlass and he ain't paid. Go and get it. And honestly, I feel like that would be kind of easy to I mean, as someone who doesn't program, I think that would be really easy to figure out, though. Like, you just generate a ship at a settlement, sneak into the settlement, put the ship in a hangar, send it down, poof. Now, Redrick, as far as access, what do you mean? Like, from the inside? Because if so, negative. And this is actually the whole C. This is the bigger brother, the much bigger brother to the A. I'm actually going to park closer. Oh, Raymond, of course. None of my ideas have copyright on them. I don't care. Yes, Redrick. So you can enter the back of the ship, and if you give me a moment, I will show you. However, I do not like to walk down the spindle while it is in motion, because there is a desync issue which will make the ship explode. So usually, if you're inside the hull C, you do not want to move about the cabin or the interior until the ship has come to a full and complete stop. Believe me, I lost several million figuring that out. Oh, come on, tractor beam. Oh yeah, it does. Very, very great feature if you want to bankrupt somebody. It really does, BJ. If you've got a crew on a hull C, man, you got to make sure they sit down and shut up. No running about while it's in motion. No faffing about. Especially the spindle. The spindle is your real test. Somebody runs down that spindle while it's in movement. Goodbye, ship. Yeah, now we're hitting more spread out ones. It's probably worth moving the ship for those. Or we can grab these down. You know what, we'll go low first then high. Gonna move it twice. But yeah, alright, so. Let me get inside. And I don't think this will happen while I'm still, but, you know, who knows. So that spindle actually has an extendo hallway. Now, like I said, you don't want to be on it under movement. And you probably don't want to be on it while it's being extended. But it goes all the way to the back. And with that, you can enter the rear part of the ship. Like I said, not under movement. Never, ever under movement. It's because they have, like, overlapping gravity grids. And, ooh, yeah. Your little bitty fleshy body will make it explode. All right. So let's put these high. There we go. Yeah, of course, Redrick. Put that there. There. Really wish I had a handheld scanner. So I know I've got a lot of boxes like that right above me. Yeah, Redrick, have a good night, man. Sleep well. Hopefully, by the time you wake up, we'll have a patch. I mean, pretty much Arcturius, especially with these yellow ones. I'll have to go get that one, but that's not a far flight. Let's see, 5:30 my time. That's the same time as it is in Austin. They gotta be really crunching. Come on. Come on. All right. We're there. Up, there we go. Can't miss that one. You know, I would give Dramboni the 10K he's asking for, but it takes me like 3 to 5 minutes to open my wallet. Why not? Oh, you got it. Never mind, that saves me some time. All right. And we fly up. Pick up the rest. Which honestly isn't that much. Yeesh. I know, Luna, I know. Well, you know, I had 10 million credits in medical supplies tied up from the previous stream. And I definitely had to get rid of that. And then, you know, I ran some iron for fun. And then Raymond suggested I recover this cargo. And I was like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. We could have fun with it. And also this way, all my caterpillars are stored. So that way nothing funky happens to them during the patch stuff. So if anything, I'm keeping them safe. Akala anywhere in Pyro. Well, by anywhere, I mean like Ruin, Checkmate, Obituary, Megumi. Probably gonna end up at Megumi. Blighty, that'd be so nice. Would be so lovely. Wow, this one was far away. Oh, BJ, it varies wildly. I mostly like to run cargo in my Caterpillar. And by that, I mean like actual trade. And that one can have anywhere from about 200, 250 a run. So I'd say about 1 million or under an hour. Now, I don't usually go for maximum efficiency. I'll do some silly runs. But like if I'm actually trying to grind towards something and I'm using my cat, I'd say about there. Now, I have several better ways to make money, but like I said, I don't usually do it for the money. Because like I'm at 20 million right now with nothing to spend it on. And I could have far more money. I just, like I said, I'm comfortable where I'm at. Aluna, was it the Asgard? Yeah, with buying the commodities. Now you can make a lot more with your rep for hauling. I mean, technically with the hull C, if it works, you could actually make more with the hull C. But that's if it works, and that's a big asterisk. Like you can probably make 500,000 to 1 million a trade run with a hull C. But that's if it works. And that if is risky. Because if it doesn't work, you might be out 3 to 4 million or more. Like, one, don't run medical supplies. It's just not worth it. It's never going to be worth it. 2, scrap. Probably same boat. But you can get away with running things like pressurized ice, usually. There's another run, I want to say Dynaflex, which only makes about 400k. You're popping back and forth between Microtech and Hurston on that. Yeah, Raymond? All right. I can't wait to see it in 2 to 8 years. We might get it. It could happen. Like, also BJ. It's kind of a crapshoot because sometimes they're just out and you have to wait a long time for them to restock. Fresh food, oh my goodness, you can make a killing off fresh food. But the absolute most that you're ever gonna find at one place is, I think, 180 SCU. Like, okay, all right. So, for example, BJ, the other day, I snuck my Caterpillar down to Golden Riviera. Oh, those are far away. For 3 of them. You know what? I'll go for this one that's far away. Then go for those. Where was it? I saw it. Anyway, I went down to Golden Riviera, which is next to Shepherd's Rest. I mean, literally within spitting distance of Shepherd's Rest, which is a whole hotspot. There it is. I filled up 180 SCU of ETAM, and I bought a whole bunch of Altrucia toxin. I wiped them out. I loaded all of that myself, snuck out, and my profit, with everything going right, after risking, I think it was like 3 million, was 400,000. And that's the time that it went right. I've had tons of times where it goes wrong, where through no fault of my own, through no player agency, no other players, you know, pirates, things like that, the cargo has disappeared and I have lost money. Tons of money. Yeah, the TAC is, Blighty, actually the TAC is currently flyable right now for its owners in PTU. I don't think anybody else has access to it, just owners. Well, maybe streamers. I guess I could go check it out, couldn't I? We're almost done with this. Yeah, BJ, and like the contracted hauling is fine. I would say if you want to make money moving boxes, that's the best way to do it. Trade is risky. You can make money with it, but honestly, if you're making money with it, you're doing it for the love of the game, not because you want to maximize your UEC per hour. Because there are much better ways to do it, and you don't risk your own cash. It's basically people wanting to be a wannabe trucker, living the trucker dream, you know. Oh yeah, sorry, not IAE. Victus. Golden, do you own one? You should be able to spawn it directly. You might have to recopy your account to PTU. Christian, if it's disappeared, there's a good chance that they have updated the loaner database today, since it is about to release. So you might just not have access to it right now. Oh yeah, I mean, like, if you want to be super sweaty with it, like, okay. So, for example, BJ, when I logged in today, I had a whole sea full of medical supplies. Now, if I can sell those for the maximum profit, it's a 10 million investment with a 3 million profit, which is good. Like, on paper, you go, oh my God, that's amazing. And you just keep doing that. The problem is there's so many people doing that the one place you can make a profit off of it is constantly flooded. And the refresh rate for it is abysmal. Like, the refresh rate is about 100 SCU every 15 minutes, which for us is 3 boxes. And when you have 144 boxes to unload, that's a long time. So I had to go to a couple of the other places that buy medical supplies, but are far, far cheaper about it. And, I sold, but I literally broke even. I don't even think I made 200,000 off a 10 million risk. Now that's an extreme, but that's another thing. A lot of the routes that you see on paper look good, but because so many people are running them, they just get ran into the ground. Because you have to not only worry about supply, but demand. And for some reason in this game, when there's low demand, they just don't buy. Every other game lets you unload, so you're not tied up with the cargo. But, I guess none of these buyers can think ahead. Already, yeah, it's already stacked 3. It's a hard life out here being a trucker. I say that. It's not that hard. Indoors, no heavy lifting. Tractor beam does it all. All right, we're gonna fly this load to Megumi. I think Megumi. Somewhere in Pyro. I'll look at my charts while we're in the pipe. Oz, I do not. If you're talking about like voice attack and whatnot, I've thought about it. But I don't for two reasons. One, if you're playing with friends, it gets annoying when your friend is like, raise shields, lower shields, landing gear. And then I was telling her, raise shields, you know, about this one time that I went to, you know, call ATC. Two, I feel like sometimes in a situation, one, it's faster to hit a button because the button's going to work every time. And two, if it doesn't recognize what I'm saying and I need it right then, right there, I might I might not get what I need. Like, it's excellent for immersion. I just, as someone who gets into an argument with their phone every day, I just don't use it. That's right, Horn. That's right. They gotta make it streamlined and nice and fancy and new. So when all these brand new ships go up for sale, we can go, ooh, ah. Now there's a streamlined checkout process. Death, I assure you I can. You forget, Death, I can land while dead. Raven, sometimes it does. Every now and then. The thing is, I think when I did the test voice for it, I was using a lot more serious voice. So like, I'll be driving, and just so I don't activate like 87 devices, I'm gonna call this device Charlie. So like, I'll be driving and I'll be like, hey Charlie, play so and so. Nothing happens. I'm like, hey, Charlie. Charlie. Okay, Charlie. This goes on like 5 or 6 times, and then I go, okay, Charlie, in a very serious voice, and it pops up. And it's like, oh, I'm here. What do you want? I mean, the device in question starts with a G, but I don't want to lean into the mic and say the actual phrase lest I activate like 18 devices. That is Blighty. It really is. Oh, it's a wonderful change. Christian, I am not. I am not. I feel like AI should be doing other jobs. What's fun is I've got a friend who has to use AI a lot for her job. Writes up a lot of her emails and whatnot. And then her boss uses the AI to summarize the emails. And it feels like somehow we've used all this computing power to have a computer talk to itself instead of 2 people. Because for a job, you have to fluff up these emails for no reason, but it's expected. Well, Arcurious, just like kids, I don't feed them, so I guess you're right. Oh, Luna, you and me both. Like, one, you can't even buy a cookbook anymore. I don't know when the last time you guys went into a bookstore, but just about every cookbook on the shelf is written by AI slop. And there's a few books out there as well. And one of my big things too, and I know a lot of people feel differently about this, and I want you to know this is my own personal opinion, but I don't like AI getting into art. Because art, no matter how trashy it is, or how bad it is, or how abstract modern it is, at the end of the day, is emotion being communicated from one human being to the other. Thoughts, feelings. And I just don't like to see a computer replacing them. Especially when that, or like, oh, I got AI to roast me. It's basically the equivalent of Stuart from Mad TV going, want to see what I can do? And you're like, yes, that's very nice. Like, it means nothing. And I know that I roast a lot of art out there. But by golly, even if it's the crappy abstract modern stuff, somebody had somebody had the gall to sit down and go, hey, art museum, do you want my 12-foot canvas of red brush strokes? It evokes the passion that I feel in the brush technicality. At least they had the gall to do that, you know, instead of just some AI going, hey, here's 11 fingers and a guy with 86 teeth. And Chris, good to see you. Yeah, you see, Arcturious, I'm staying far away from your wife because when the machines rise up, they're going to go after her first. Yeah, see, and there's the thing too, Chris. Like, Christian, that's the thing. Like, there's a place for it. Like, if I can get a quick summary of something, an accurate summary, yeah, sure. But I want to make sure it's right. Like, there's a place for AI. I just don't feel like it's in artistic spaces or creative spaces. Because the thing is, you can teach AI all this stuff, but until it actually can know right from wrong, or correct from incorrect, I guess is what I mean, I don't feel like it's trustworthy. Like, I remember when it told me that eating a couple of rocks a day was good for my health, you know? Because basically it's just going to take information that it reads, regurgitate it, and it's not going to know if it's being trolled or not. I mean, let's be honest. Most humans on the internet don't know if they're being trolled or not. So why would AI, which is basically a speak and spell, know the difference? Yeah, Chris, but I'm not a bird. I am biker. You know what I forgot to do? Tell you what, BJ, when Leonardo No Arms Da Vinci comes along, sure, but he didn't do that. The AI, how did he type it in if he's paraplegic? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. You see, instead of actually meeting your argument with some sort of like well thought out, rational thing, I'll just come up with a witty retort that fits in 144 characters. I also forgot to look up where I was going to take this hydrogen. Let's see. Ruin Station. Does Megumi buy it? Megumi does not buy it. So are we going to Ruin, Checkmate, or Orbit? Let's go to Checkmate. They could do it with their mouth, BJ. There's lots of painters out there that don't got no use of their arms or legs, and they paint with their mouth. Actually, BJ, this actually reminds me of one of my more favorite artists, Dale Chihuly. I don't know if you ever heard of that dude. He was a glass blower. Does these huge glass art installations, and you know, they're just basically all just a whole bunch of shapes, but working with glass is hard. But anyway, dude got ejected through his windshield in a car crash, and he lost an eye. And the thing about working in glassworks is it's very dangerous, it's very hot, you need depth perception. And he don't got that anymore. So what Dale did is, you know, while he still has all of his previous skills, he actually has to work through other people and communicate his vision and what he's doing and his skill through them. And I think him overcoming that with the way he has done it has been absolutely phenomenal. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that is the only modern artist that I know, because I learned about him on a VHS and art class in high school. But I thought that was a really cool thing. Yeah, exactly, Biker. You know, actually, there's a quest in Oblivion about that. Like, there's this phenomenal painter who was injured in a war and was unable to paint. And I want to say like either a god or maybe it was a Daedric god gave him this magic paintbrush where he could actually enter the canvas and paint from the inside. And that's probably based on some, I don't know, Greek story or something, but it's a fun quest. Yeah, BJ, that's kind of it in a nutshell. Backseat driver glass blowing. Like, he can't be on the floor doing it because it's tight spaces, it's molten glass, lots of people back and forth. And, yeah. But watching him work through his team to achieve his vision is wonderful. Got to actually see one of his installations in Oklahoma City last, June, I want to say it was. Make some good stuff. Oh yeah, that's true. Beethoven was a deaf dude. Well, Christian, that's sad to hear. I might have to take me a little dinner break and then come back once the patch drops. And Mysperia, for whatever reason, they've actually upped the ability for large ships to move in the wormhole. So comparatively, yes, the agility of a large ship is multiplied far more in the wormhole than the agility of a small ship. Yeah, boss, I heard. Unfortunately, though, I do not own one. I might dip into PTU just to see if I can get quick access to one. But I do not own one at this time. Yeah, that is true. Drummer from Def Leppard. Doesn't the drummer from Kansas wear an eye patch? Which I don't think that would affect your drumming, really. I saw them once in concert and I thought he had an eye patch. And like I said, this is just my personal opinion. You can feel completely different about AI, and I'm not going to think of you any less. I don't know if you care what I think, just, you know, I just want to cover my bases there. So, know, sometimes, like, you know a person, and they'll say something like, I hate cheese. And you're like, I like cheese. Does that mean they don't like me?
Approved to dock.
Because, like, I'm just a guy on the internet. Don't put any weight into what I have to say. Oh, Death, I could. I'll never tell you, but I think surprisingly well of you. Nobody tell Death that I think highly of him. Raven, it's dark because it's pyro. And pyro has to be dark and creepy and spooky. You know, Death, I've made a lot of mistakes. I've dated a few mistakes. And you know, sometimes I've been the mistake that some people have dated. All right.
Auto-docking started. Auto-docking started.
I was gonna say it didn't feel like it started. All right, so we've got a whole bunch of contracted cargo.
Docking complete. Engines off.
Let's go store the ship. You know, Gears, I don't know. Area 18 is my bread and butter. Always my bread and butter. But with the IAE being there now, I don't know.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system.
All right, store the ship.
You'll need
Now, if I can remember, why is it so bright here? Remember where I'm going. Jeez, it's bright here. Right. It's on the same spot that it is for the other stations.
Hey. Yeah, have a look around.
Also, word of advice, if you're ever in a city and someone calls out to you like that, keep walking. Pretend like you didn't hear him. Best thing you can do. Because you're about to be the mark, and you're either about to lose your wallet or your kidneys. All right, let's see. We have 82 boxes on board. 82 boxes. That's, let's do some math. Let's do some quick math. We're going to make 42 SC, or 42 UEC per SCU. 82 times 32 is 2,600 per box. So for all that work, that was what, an hour? Over an hour? How long was that? I mean, right, but I feel like it's a little bad for the amount of time we put into it. Like, okay, if it wasn't stolen, if that was straight up regular non-contracted cargo, I'd be making 190 per SCU. But because it's stolen, I'm only making 47 SCU. So I'm making 25% of what I could be making. That seems a little low. And the problem is all the contracted cargo is stuff like hydrogen. It's never Bexalide or high-end stuff that pirates could want, that even if it was at 25% would still be worth it. So we're going to sell it because, you know, we're here. Wow, not a lot of stuff to bring back, which, I mean, I know it's pyro. Not a huge reason to bring a whole seat of pyro. But we are going to sell it because, by golly, we put all that time into it. Oh, really, Chris? Well, there's one of 8ball's hot fixes. Yeah, Chris Suarez. I'm going to have to start using people's full names. Feels weird.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I don't know where that is. I'll just guess. Gotta be one of those two, right? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Look at that guy named Arkans. Look what he's doing. I wonder what Arkans saw. Sorry, that's a joke because I'm from Arkansas. So Yeah, Boots, you didn't like that. And yeah, Johnny, we're all being patient right now. I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
Docking launch complete.
Now the big question is, where in the world are the cargo decks here?
Shield on.
Are they under? You know, Chris, that's what I should be doing right now. There we go. But where's the square? Oh, it's going to be down below, isn't it? Oh, nope. That's okay. Honestly, I think these cargo decks look better. I mean, look at that. That looks very industrial. Pretty cargo-y. All right, take my hydrogen. I say that, it's not mine, but whoops. How did that happen? Yeah, I do believe it's supposed to be Nyx. And Chris, probably a blend. Honestly, it's whatever gets me the most shields. I don't feel like that, I don't feel like that actually worked. Although, did I get paid for that? Is there a chance someone could rewind to when I went to go sell this and see how much money I had? If not, no worries. I just, you know, can't help but notice that I still have cargo. You know what? I'll just dock again. See if I can sell this. Because that is acting like the contract or the transaction completed. And if that's the case, I may have just stolen money. You know, Biker, I have no idea. There's a map out there that shows the, how things are set up. I'm not good at memorizing said maps. Thank you, Gear. So I had 20.59. Okay, still the same amount.
Offloading started. Docking concluded. Engines off.
Oh boy. I am starting to get hungry, though. I might have to take a little break. Between now and PU. So if you guys think that you could give me, I don't know, a little bit of a break, go throw some more blood on the altar and chant a few things, pop open my D&D books and whatnot, get this patch summoned and come back and go, ooh, nothing's available yet because Invictus isn't here yet. I mean, you know, I say that. Once the patch drops, I'm not entirely sure what I'd have to show off anyway.
Welcome to the eightball vehicle retrieval system.
That's it, Parker. That's it. Honestly, I'm just glad we we sold those med supplies. Now what's going on? That is true, BJ. Although they might wait to enable it until the day of Invictus. I can't seem to store my my whole C.
Welcome to the eightball vehicle retrieval system.
Well, that's no good. Okay, there it goes. It was just slow.
Visit us again.
Where do I go again? I swear, I get lost every time I come. Which I'm actually okay with. Makes it fun being the tourist. It's like, gee, is this where I go to vote? Oh, what's Porge up to? Raven, unless something pops up, I would say probably. Wait to see what's in the notes, you know. But I mean, if it's just the patch releases, but there's nothing special until Invictus, then I might wait till tomorrow. Because we have been going for, what are we at now? What are we at? We're at 3 hours, 20 minutes. I feel like that's a good run, unless something pops up and it's like, wow, we can fly the tack. I'm lost again. There we go. I guess I could walk into a contested zone. Yeah, you know what? I'll just keep that. Oh, there it is. Silly me. I bet it broke, didn't it? Nope, there we go. Okay, so it's a partial. I can live with that. Try that again. Then leave for the night. I mean, Chris, there's always both. It's fine, right? Giving Chris Roberts another couple $100. They really do, Blighty. All right. I guess we'll spend 5 more minutes moving this whole sea.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Why not? Why not?
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following link.
I mean, Chris, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other unless you want me to. Do you want pros and cons? I could sell you either way. Exactly, Chris. I mean, think about it for against. You probably have a wealth of ships, right? Some that probably aren't even being flown. And what's another ship to sit in your hangar and not be flown while flying something else? Think of all the people you would need on board just to make it combat capable. How often do you play with all those people? It's an excellent ship, but in 3 to 6 months, you'll be able to buy it in-game, and with as long as Star Citizen has taken to come out or even be developed, 3 to 6 months is just a drop in the bucket, the blink of an eye. And that'll be something you can actually work towards in the game to get, instead of just buying with money. And you could always compromise and get yourself a shiny new skin for it. And that way you've got something to work towards. Oh, no, they're not bowing to my greatness, Raven. They're nice because I give them money. They pirate me, and instead of just, backspacing, I go, yeah, why not? It's fun. Exactly, Christian. All those guns and no one to man them. I mean, I don't know what your, multiplayer situation is like, Chris. Hey, deplorable. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm actually about to leave. I'm going to point this whole sea into a direction and then log out. Now, did they pay me for all that? They did not. Oh, it's because I still got cargo on board. Silly me. It's my fault. You know what? That one's my fault. Wow, that cloud really gets you quick, don't it? Exactly, boss. I mean, think about that, Chris. Why get the tack of variant when you could get the Asgard? A brand new ship, only slightly based on the Valkyrie. A brand new ship for a brand new era. Huh. Okay, that one I did get paid for. John, I'm a little sickly. I visited my mother over the weekend, or on Sunday. She is a heavy chain smoker. And, buddy, that cigarette smoke kills me. My throat is just trash right now. That's why I wasn't here yesterday. I was in bed coughing. Because I have the lungs of a poor Industrial Revolution Dickensian child. Waiting for Papa to make enough money at the Sadness Factory to afford some medicine. Yeah, now, Chris, we ain't got to talk about my list of ships. We ain't got to talk about that. We're not talking about my ships. We're talking about your ships. Chris, now I'm going to admit, I have submitted to retail therapy with Star Citizen ships multiple times. Oh, Flaky. Thank you, Flaky. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. I will. It's probably going to take me a few days, but I do feel a lot better than what I did yesterday. It's good to see. If Flaky, you missed it. I could have used your piracy. I was sitting in a Hull C full to the brim of medical supplies, going to multiple places to unload it, and there was no one there to pirate me. Thank you, Flaky. You know what? I think I actually will just log out here. Take a small break, and if there's anything major in the patch that releases, we'll be back again tonight. But usually I like to drop that patch as soon as I leave, so maybe it would be better for everyone if I left so they could drop it. It'll probably be another hour. Realistically. But all right. I'm sorry, John. Well, John, like I said, if there's something cool in the patch for today, I know it's the same Invictus patch, just if we get access to something cool, then I'll be here again. I just got a few things that I'd like to do and also get some food and whatnot. Yeah, Blighty, the launcher updated earlier today. They just haven't dropped the patch yet. Like I said, realistically, we've probably got an hour, so gonna go get some food, and if the patch is cool, I'll be back. So you guys have a wonderful night. Please take care of yourselves, just in case I don't see you again. Go eat something. I'm about to. And as always, until next time, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.